Hello everyone, welcome back on the Entitlement channel. I'm Ramkesh Singh, Unity developer, YouTuber and blog. We are going to talk about common meta quest store, rejection, reasons and how to avoid them. Watching this video, so I am sure that you are at a stage that you are going to launch, or might be you have launched and you are rejected and then you are watching this video, or might be you just wanted to learn this thing, so you are watching this video. Dive into it. And I have released many application on the meta store, launched many application of the client as well as on companies, and here it is my personal application we launched to see that how it is going to work. So basically we launch so many application and we understand so many stuff, and I wanted to share from very long time but just miss this video, so I thought to let's share this video. You are going to understand main reason why it is happening, and here I will also show that what are the main reason. You will understand that why reason that what we do on the store, like few things you have to perform in your application or your game, but few things you have to take care is a image that how you have to design it. If you're new on the channel, make sure subscribe the channel. Here I have point out whatever reason I have faces. Know about the FPS, that common guideline from the meta store, that it should be at least 72 fps. And if you are in this stage, because in start client want equality of stuff, they want to impress the people, they want to impress the investors, so in starting they use lots of high quality asset, and due to that when we go on the launch time, so we just jump on the fps issue, or your device is getting heat. That time you started and reduce the poly count, you reduce the text and quality, so everything get performed. Because if you are not touching on the 72, publication is not going live, so it is must. And there is one more option. If you are going to work on the meta store, so it should be 72 fps. In case you don't care about this thing, so you can also use the side quest, so that is also great platform here, that how you have to optimize developer, so you have to just learn this thing. And if you are someone, so you can also learn, but in case you don't want to do this thing, so you can also book me on my page. Whenever you are going here, so top mate, you can book me, and I also do the optimization for the client. If you are a developer, so basic thing I can just run through, and these are the few points, but in this let's just revise the thing, because I have already launched video, but just quick revision. You can see that why we need 72, because for the smooth player experience, visual quality, basically if you are going to touch the 72, so you cannot expect like when you had was first time, it really get down. And with the 72, it also really matter that how your device is getting hit. Like sometimes when you started playing and 10 to 15 minutes, if you are going, your game is going to hit the device, so it is really you have to optimize that thing, otherwise it will also reject it. You have to understand about the gpu bounds versus cpu bound, and mainly we face the gpu bound. Okay, basically if you are understanding the meaning, so gpu is taking long time versus cpu is taking long time to complete one frame. So one frame, which one is taking the long time, that is called bound. But most of time we suffer from this, and sometimes we also suffer from the cpu. So important thing, we have to take care about the in the gpu texture quality as well as the poly count. In cpu you have to take care that how you have written the code, and something or some plugin is taking lots of cpu, that is also can problem. Target frame 72 fps, 90 fps, 60 fps. In this it calculation works, because whenever you are going to use the profiler, so you have to deal with the millisecond. So you have to take care that when you want 72 fps, so how ms or how millisecond it should come on the profiler, unity profiler. You must have heard about the unity profiler. Unity profiler help us to detect that how much ms we are getting. On the basis of ms, we know how much fps we are getting, so we deal with the ms. If you want 72, so it should be around 30.89. If you are want say 60 fps, so you have to divide 1000 by 60, be 16. So same, you have to know that how ms your profiler is giving. Same thing. And one more very important thing, because whatever you are going to see in the unity, what few people do. Basically, they play in the Unity, even they don't connect. Due to that, they get wrong data, because when you play in the Unity, you get the different numbers. When you are going to play on the MetaQuest, you will get different number. So on my video I have also shared, but best thing that you install the OVR matrix tool. It is one application on the Meta store. You can install and enable, so you will get these parameters. So separately you run and you will get so many stuff like how is the CPU health. It is 2 3, so if it is going above 3 4, it is going red, so it is also problem. And here still, if you are getting 35 fps and still is uh, uh 35, so at that time you will know that something is going wrong. Okay, and it is the CPU utilization, GPU utilization. So you can see GPU utilization is 51% and CPU utilization is 10. So GPU, why? Many lights and high quality texture as well as high quality environment. Profiler, first time you run OVR tools, you get some numbers, then you have to run the profiler by connecting your MetaQuest. Directly you can connect with the Unity and then run the MetaQuest, you will get this data. Okay, frame debugger also really helps, and make sure you have connected your device, and it really helps us to know that how your scene is getting rendered. You can get in the frame debugger, like you have to open profiler, and there you will get the frame debugger. That is the window similar to like this, you can see whenever you are going to run, so it show the every uh, frame, like how it is getting rendered and how much draw call is getting. And after that you can optimize that thing. If something is taking lots of draw call, is also really very important when you run with the optimization. If you are going to manage the draw call, and draw call mainly comes when you deal with the GPU bound. So these are the technique, like use GPU instancing, reduce number of materials, combine meshes, reduce real-time lights. So these are the things that how you are going to optimize. It is about the Unity profiler I already discussed with you, and you can see everything time ms, you are getting everything in ms. These are the numbers, you have to see that what are the numbers, like you can see 4 ms means 250 fps. So same number you have to see what is the stable thing on the or required ms. So this is the basic thing how you get the 72 fps, and most of developers know. If you don't know, so you have to follow those video. If you are going to search optimization VR game nested mango, you will get the video. Yes, sometimes you understand the profiler, and then you figure out that what you have. And one more reason, it comes when you just submit your application. Like we submit this application, we also got in this, so at that time they also test your application. If there is a login passwords, you have to also mention when you submit application, so that they can test and they know everything. In our case, there was multiple location to visit in our India metaverse. There was one scene that was not loading, so they just figure out and return our application and give the feedback. That better they give feedback, you have to already, because in the company there are so many people, they test and we know easily things. But when we work, so sometimes something left, so due to that the problem. So you have to test all your scenes. If there is something dropping or something is broken, so that is problem. It's common thing like grip button always should be used for the grabbing objects. Sometimes people use the trigger, so at that time you have to mention that why you have used the trigger. But the guideline is that you have to always use the grip button for the grabbing. People also make mistake, like if your application is not for sitting and you have mentioned the sitting, if they are going to test, so in that case they also going to reject that. This thing you have to fill here, tell them that how your application is going to work. So it is also important. And one more, you can see we have submit one, that is the privacy policy. So you have to mention everything. If you are collecting the data, if you are not collecting the data, if you are using anything, you have to mention it. This, if you are going to access the player name, you are going to access the player image, so anything, if you are going to use that thing, you have to mention in your privacy policy. And if you're not using anything, like not collecting any data, you are not using anything, so at that time you have to also let them know, and that should be not enabled. Sometimes what people do, like your application is not using your application is not using anything from their requirements data checkup. So many times people don't use this stuff, and they have enabled that thing. Also create problem if you are not using, so you have to disable that thing. If you are going to add, so you have to mention in your privacy policy, so it is compulsory thing. If you are not going to do, so someday your application is going to reject as well as remove unnecessary permission. Sometimes people on developer copy paste the manifest file, so due to that unnecessary permission required, so you have to also careful. Like if you are using the uh, chat thing like multiplayer chatting, internet access, so at that time you have to access for those permission, otherwise avoid this permission. Crash, as I mentioned to you, that you have to test more than 30 minutes 20 minutes, that if it is heating crashing, so that is also problem. To go everywhere, you have to use all functionality. If it is crash, so you never submit that thing, because detect that thing, they have the AI and they are really very smart. Final thing, that is the image guideline. So many times we don't know and we don't to learn or read those things. Due to this thing face problem here in the app meta, and here you will see there are asset. So we don't want to read, but these are really very important stuff. We don't care about this thing. Like in this landscape, you can see if you are designing anything, so your text should not be in this area. You can see this is the white area, and when we designed first time sharing, when I launched first time, so what we were doing, we were writing the name here, so that was the problem. Or if you are going to write the name on the top, that is also problem. So in case if you have the image, you have written something boundary, so your game is going to reject, and you have to review and then improve and submit again. And here they are really very active. If you, in the case you are going to submit, so they approve in 1 to 2 days. Same thing, you should avoid the text. Otherwise, if you are going to keep any text, so it should be in this area, not any white area. Same thing apply here as well as everywhere apply. So you have to take care of this thing. And there, when you are going to upload, so there is a dimension mentioned, so you have to take care of that dimension. This was our video. Hope it is learning for you. There is something for us. You want us to just optimize your game, your application, so you can DM me less on our social media. In case you want to mail, so here is our mail. So this is our mail. You can check out us in case you want any game, not only the VR or any game. You can share with us on the mobile as well as on the PC game. Pleasure to work with you. And in case if you are a developer, so you hope it is great learning for you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.